Sounds delicious.
When we said we'd make the skies blue, some said keep dreaming. So we did, lowering emissions on the road to zero. Now, we're working on an EV that has wings. And someday, we'll turn your old Honda into your brand new Honda. Because we are a company of dreamers, setting out to be carbon neutral by 2050. So, no matter where we're going, we're going to keep dreaming.
We're done.
What about these?
Looks right. Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty absorbs spills like a sponge and is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
Charlie, the Roval, the 150-mile-per-hour winner-go-home pinball machine. Just begging to eliminate more
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to
Hoosier State and Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Today, Week 17 is upon us, and we've got a good one in store here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Indianapolis Colts. The final 2-week stretch of the 2023 regular season, and we are underway Week 17 here on this New Year's Eve. Fakes the handoff, now O'Connell to throw. As he taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. He's going to float this one deep right side. Inside the 5. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Josh Jacobs with career touchdown number 60. And the Raiders need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Richardson going to move him around. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. On the option left, Richardson. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. 9 yards on the 1st down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. Richardson looking to throw this. And the Raiders have got him. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Off the option, here's Taylor. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. So now make that a 2nd sack for them on this drive.
And, Brandon, we hear it every week when we go out to do a game. Everyone talks about playing complementary football. Their offense goes down and scores. They see that, and they want to back them up, and that they did, getting 2 sacks on this first drive.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
Going for it on 4th, here's Richardson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
O'Connell looking to throw on 1st. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, and that is incomplete. You look at this Colt defense. This unit against the pass, hoping to get better for sure. Number 25 in the NFL right now.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
Open man here is Conklin. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Here's O'Connell. Comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down. Now O'Connell. And that's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Trey Tucker with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on 1st down. That's some good hard running there as he pushes his way forward for about 5. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, here's Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. A rough go there on 3rd down, a loss of 4. A 4-yard loss. It's 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they've got it with a 4th down coming up. On 4th down, the Colts will call on Rigoberto Sanchez for the punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. Throwing on 1st down, O'Connell. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And the Raiders are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And once again, O'Connell back to throw. Steps away to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up second down.
Well, I could spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. This Colts D up to the challenge so far, but they need another stop here on third and goal. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Tyler Conklin, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Now it's O'Connell. And this one is incomplete.
Good defensive call right there because they had someone shadowing him along his entire route. And he was right there ready to provide a hit that prevents him from making another catch to his big start.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. To the air again with O'Connell. Eluding the pressure right. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. The offense on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. And it's going to be caught for a Raider touchdown. Davante Adams, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are able to add on to their first half lead. And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Got it.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. A big play there for Indy. 45 yards. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
Richardson looking to throw.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Richardson to throw off play action. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it.
And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Richardson working from the gun.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked off by Trayvon Merritt. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. The tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. O'Connell out of his end zone.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
There's a lot about that play you could easily see coming. Backed up in the shadow of their own goal line, you know they're going to face pressure.
He's lucky his arm was going forward. It was close, but it was going forward.
Yeah, it could have been a safety or even giving up a defensive touchdown.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Get it! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
1st and 10, Taylor now.
Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere. Come on, come on.
2nd and 10.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Here's Richardson to throw.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front 7 defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance, they've got to get the ball in his hands a lot quicker.
The flag comes in, it's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it, and that drops a deficit from 28 to 25.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give him credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board. Give him any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Richardson.
And down he goes, brought down a Raider sack. Max Crosby, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Face a challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
70, 70.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
A short throw. This is caught by Cox. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson.
That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Now Richardson.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and it touchdown, Indianapolis.
Josh Downs,
34 yards.
and the Colts are able to cut into that deficit.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is down to 28-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the...
He's got him in, complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
He's going to go up top again.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
He's going to try and go deep again. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. Trey Tucker. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. On as the Raider kickoff unit now, as they will send this one away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Richardson on 3rd and short. That is caught. They'll have the first down and more than that.
Touchdown, Indianapolis.
Michael Pittman, 68 yards. And the Colts are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point by Gain is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
DeForest Buckner able to get in there and run him down for what's going to be a loss of 15 yards all told. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Throwing, O'Connell.
He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Boy, tough spot here as they approach the line of scrimmage. A long way to go to try to pick up this first down. He'll let this go for Adams.
And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He'll take it at the 42. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
On first down, Richardson. And a dangerous throw there on the drop-off. Incomplete, nearly intercepted.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. They go play action with Richardson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're going to speed things up here.
Richardson going to change the play here. Up the middle, here's Taylor.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Richardson. Throw out right, pulled in by Downs.
Touchdown, Colts!
Josh Downs
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Colts have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And Abdullah will not try to bring it out. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. What was once a really comfortable lead is not so comfortable anymore. Down to a 2-score game after they've seen a pair of touchdowns go against them on those last 2 drives.
Yeah, they've got to find a way to get off of autopilot right now, okay? Get back to what was working for them earlier. Understand that they still have a 2-score lead, so it's not dire, but at the same time, okay, guys, let's mash the gas. Let's get going again. Let's have some fun.
To throw here, O'Connell.
The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Grover Stewart busting through to get him for a loss of 6. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 16. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Fielded at the 33. It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
2nd down, here's Richardson. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a 1st down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Back to the air with Richardson.
So plain and simple, That's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to, and maybe his rhythm is just
confused.
off? He's got thrown off. He's going to have to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that'll make this an 8-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And they go play action here with O'Connell. Open man here is Conklin. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now we're going to get a timeout defensively. So another stop, 1:50 left in the football game. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and construct.
That is intercepted. And the Colts are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. So, my goodness, I would have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
Yeah, it's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field, where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They got to go back out there and play.
Plenty of time and 2 timeouts still at their disposal. 1st and 10 here. Richardson. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
Here's Richardson. They'll set up the screen to Taylor.
I don't know that those medium 5-ish yard gains are going to do it right now. Probably should have dropped it, right?
Yeah, that way you save more time on the clock. But I know receivers, they think they can catch it and break a tackle and turn it into a big gain.
Now we've got whistles and a flag. Looked like one of the Colts linemen might have jumped.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Now Richardson.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
And that's the downside of taking these big shots, because they're definitely lower percentage plays. And now you look up, and it's 4th down. So not only do you have to worry about getting big yardage, you also need to just keep the game alive.
And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and it'll be a turnover on downs. That one looks like he'll throw here.
They swing that out wide to Jacobs. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. O'Connell to throw on second down. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Thomas barreling ahead. And the Colts come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this